everybody. This is the weekly reading from May 13th through 19th. I hope you're doing great. I'm going to start off with astrology, as you all know. And of course, we still have the same retrogrades this week. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and the North Node, as you can see here at the bottom, are all in retrograde. And for those of you who don't know, Jupiter brings about in retrograde inner changes, okay? A lot of inner changes, feeling like maybe you question your own actions and what you're doing because you want to be more effective in life. Next, we have Saturn. Saturn in retrograde is about bad habits, negative people, fears, things like that it's time to get rid of, and that will be exiting your life. So you'll see that people seem a little distant. Okay? Pluto in retrograde is about cleaning your life. It's about you revisiting challenges revisiting you. Exes may come back, things like that. Then we have the North Node in retrograde, and that is about your life plan. So right now, with all of these inner changes, you're figuring out what you want to do with your life. Spiritually, you may be a little bit more lost, but it's about you coming together this month. So first, we have the sun in Taurus throughout the whole week, as it has been, and that is about your persistence, okay, in yourself, your career. Your concerns that you have now seem to be the focus of your whole life, and you seem to it may be hard to get rid of that information or that knowledge that may be coming to you. And it could just be you going towards a goal that is good for you, okay? On Sunday the 13th, we have Mercury in Taurus. Mercury is the planet of communication and reason within yourself and with others. And Taurus does bring about that dedication, I want to say, reliability. So you'll be open to making moves on Sunday, communication towards your goals, and not falling through the things that you are setting forth within yourself. You have the solar plexus chakra. This is about your self-esteem, your confidence, and that's what you're doing. So the focus is more on your confidence. Things that you want to happen in your life, inner feelings that you want to get out and bring into the open. You'll be more dedicated to do that near Sunday. Tuesday, we have the new moon in Taurus. And as you know, the new moon is about starting new things in your life. And I feel like you're going to continue what you're doing from Sunday on forward. Yeah, you're going to continue to have that drive that you had for the things that you wanted, things that you may have been pushing to the side. You're now really driven to make things happen because either they weren't making you happy in your life or creating hardship in your life, but you're willing to change that and start a new pattern, new schedules, new things regarding your life to make them better. Wednesday, we have Mars in Aquarius. This is a day of action. So of all the thought that you're putting in at the beginning of the week towards the middle to the end, you're going to be doing more action. So it was more planning, and now you're being more active. Be careful about not listening to your intuition because all of the things that you have been carrying within yourself are now going to come out. So you have to have a little bit of tact and moderation with those things, okay? Because by not listening to your intuition or what's right to do, you may veer off and get yourself in a situation that's not comfortable for you, okay? So be careful of that. Saturday, we have Venus in Cancer. Now, Venus in Cancer is about love and beauty and bringing certain a certain amount of beauty into your life. Okay, so Saturday brings about a lot of deep conversations, you getting within your feelings, being more intuitive about certain situations, having more sympathy for an individual. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So definitely love on Saturday. Okay. Coming together with someone, rekindling something after pushing communication through and what it is that you want, figuring out what you want this week. Towards the end of the week, you're going to be putting it together. You do have the choice whether or not to do that or not. I feel like Saturday is going to be a big day with two major arcana and a chakra card. I'm getting that feeling like it's going to be a big day. Okay. So with the third eye chakra, though, I'm feeling that intuition coming about. So it's about thinking about how you're manifesting with your words, with your actions, things like that. Listening to inner guidance about the choices that you're making and what you're trying to bring about. What is the outcome that you're trying to bring? Okay? So we're going to move on to your readings. Hello, this is a weekly reading for the sign of air for May 13th through 19th. So first we're going to start with Gemini. Spirit, what do you have for Gemini from May 13th through 19th? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to? Gemini. Okay, Gemini, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon, the Magician in reverse, the Death in reverse, King of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. On the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess in reverse and the Temperance. So, overall energy. I feel as though you may not be listening to your intuition. You may not be paying attention in the hopes that you can create some sort of balance within your situation. I feel like you're leaning more on logic. Not that that's bad. But something isn't right. And you're trying to create balance there. You are the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Meaning that you're not giving the proper time or energy to something. Why? Because you're not ready to make the transition or you're not ready to start something again. Out of fear. Fear that you will not have control over the situation. You may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you are dealing with this person, they are manipulative. I feel like they want their way. And you're not ready to give them that way. You're not even ready to change your life based on what they want you to do. That's what I see here. You're refocusing your goals because you may have had a setback due to this person or due to drive that you may have had due to fear about any particular situation. Okay, not giving your whole full amount. And I feel like you're readjusting that if this has anything else to do than with love. But with love, you're definitely trying to gain your power over fear. So you can see clearly when dealing with whatever individual you're dealing with. But you see here that it's hard. And you are possibly walking into some rough times, okay? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. The World card. You may be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay? Or another Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, with the World card being here, you're putting an end to or concluding a phase in your life, okay? Whether this be with those particular people or with this fire sign, you may actually be cutting everyone off because everyone's in reverse, okay? Um, Also, about your direction. You may feel stuck or lost when it comes to your career, your plans, and you're trying to put an end to that, as well as an end to what feels to me to be tedious communication um, about to a person or a particular situation that maybe had some fear around it. Like you were afraid, so you kind of put it off. Put off communication, put off exploration of a particular subject, so you can refocus your goals. But by doing that, I feel like you're not taking control of the situation, and this could possibly cause the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well, which is about forces causing bad situation in your life that you really don't have control over. I feel like this may feel out of your control and you don't like that, but it's going to wash away things you don't need anymore. So the Temperance comes to bring patience and moderation in all that you do at this time. And because things need to change, there's a reality check that needs to happen here, Gemini. Again, patience. The Temperance card comes up again because you need to have patience and moderation so things can grow. I feel like you're going to have to start from the bottom or somewhere close to the bottom, but eventually you will get the thing that you need. You just have to be patient. Don't make any rash changes right now because things are going to change for you, okay? Okay, next we have Libra. Spirit, what do you have for Libra for May 13th through 19th? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to? May 13th through 19th. Okay, Libra, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups, Eight of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Swords in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Right off the back, you may be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Yeah. Okay. So beginning of this week, I feel like you're sitting in, how do I word this? You're wallowing. You're wallowing. There's an offer being made to you, but you're wallowing and you're not accepting the offer. It's an offer to learn. It's an offer that will help you towards the future. You are the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and it seems like you need this offer. Why are you not taking it, Libra? You're not taking it because it looks like you don't like how it's being presented to you, or who is being presented to you by. You need to balance out your emotions or get your emotions together so you can see clearly. Because it feels like your emotions are heightened about this particular situation or just in general, and it's keeping you blocked. Like, you know what's best, and it's time for you to walk away from that. You are going to leave that behind because it's not helping you with the Nine of Pentacles here. I'm sorry, Nine of Cups. You're not getting what you should or what you deserve because you're looking at this person as not knowing anything. When you leave this energy or this situation behind, you can make better decisions moving forward. There's still a lesson to be learned here, Libra. It's not about having a good time all the time. It's not about things being easy either. The Moon card leaves you blind. Yep. Page of Swords in reverse and the Justice in reverse. You're blinded by your feelings about this other person. You're blinded by your situation. And your emotions are high. You'll see that the path that you're going on is not going to deliver the results that you need, which is why you walk away from it. Even though you feel like it worked for me in the past, but it really didn't because it leaves you here where you are now, right? And you need to balance out this. You're not getting what you want. You're not as happy as you could be. You're being distracted by all the other things that don't matter when you're not seeing what is being offered to you. And that is what's creating this imbalance. That's what's creating this injustice in your life that spirit is trying to balance out for you. But it's about you making the right decisions and walking away from something that isn't working for you, Libra. Okay? You also have patience. But for you, this is more about balance and being more in a calm state, a more receptive state. And what's coming to my mind is prostrate on the floor. A lot of very religious people, my family is very religious, and prostrate on the floor is where you give yourself over to God, and it's like the ultimate sacrifice of self. It's better than kneeling. It's better than putting your head down, you're giving over your whole body. And that's what this feels like to you. I feel like it takes a lot. And you have to have patience in order to do that, okay? Okay. Next we have Aquarius. Spirit, what do you have for Aquarius for May 13th through 19th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of May 13th through 19th? Okay, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups in reverse, Temperance. All air signs are getting Temperance. The Tower in reverse, and the Eight of Wands. You also have the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles. So, Aquarius, right off the back, you have the Empress. The Empress overshadows this whole reading to me. So I feel like this is the main energy, is that you have something beautiful, okay? You have something that, if nurtured, you can have utmost abundance within this situation. However, you're not. Why are you not nurturing it? I feel like you have something that can ultimately pay off and be big, but for some reason, you're not putting the effort in to get the rewards for it. but assuming that you will reap the rewards. So you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse talks about you letting go of anxiety, okay? Because I feel like your anxiety leaves you holding on. You can let go of this anxiety and this fear that you have, but you choose to kind of ignore it. It almost feels like you're stopping something from happening that you feel is going to happen, especially with the Temperance and the Tower here. But you can make changes, you can communicate, but it's easier for you to just have patience. It's easier for you to let things flow, I'm hearing. It's like you're just letting it flow. But I feel like this week you're going to see that this is an illusion that you have to come out of. It is going to be hard work, and it's going to take a lot of dedication on your part, but it's something that you have to do if you want to receive this abundance. Okay? You have the King of Swords, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Four of Wands. You're starting to see the truth with the King of Swords, Aquarius. You see that you can step out of this fear, this trying to hold everything together by not communicating, not bringing things to attention. This is your way of creating happiness. However, this is not helping you move forward. It almost feels like a step back, and you're starting to realize this. There may be some communication you have with somebody that you really care about, or even a therapist or whoever that you can trust, a trusted advisor, and they're letting you see that this isn't helping you and you're not moving forward, or you're going to see that the movement isn't going forward. You know, you're causing delays. So you have to get out of these illusions, even though it is going to be work, to build foundations. And if you do that, you will be successful, especially with the Four of Wands here. It won't be a disaster. It won't be a disaster, Aquarius. So let's see what additional guidance we have for Aquarius. Discontent and boredom. That is the Four of Cups. I feel like you're putting off this energy, even though you may not feel it inside. I feel like inside, Aquarius, you have a lot of things going on. But on the outside, it just looks like you don't care. Okay? So I feel like the other person or the other people involved feel like you don't care. Even though it's so interesting, though, because I see you seeing this as something that is precious and like a fine piece of china. But your way of enjoying it or caring about it is to lock it away in a cabinet and letting it collect dust. Every once in a while, dusting it off and drinking a cup of tea out of it. But all in all, you know, not giving it the love that it needs. You just need to pay attention. You just need to see. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week or tomorrow if you listen to the dailies, or next month if you watch the monthlies. I love you so much. If you want a private reading, the information's in the description box below. I love you, love you, love you. Love and light. Bye-bye.